that owl so we can hopefully find something to eat. Now, Chris is a smart mouse. He's not the kind of mouse that would be out at 2 in the morning standing around in a clearing like a target. Chris, you'd probably be hanging out with a rock pile or under a bush or something. So there's a good chance you'd never see that owl coming. So to reenact that, we're going to have Chris put on a blindfold. All right, perfect. Now, Chris, can you see?
Not at all.
That's actually probably for the best, the way the owls have been acting this spring. All right, you're no longer a person. You're now a mouse. You can't talk anymore. You're going to have to squeak to warn us. Yeah, and that's hard for people. So I have a squeaker for Chris. Let's see, where did I put it? Ah, here we go. Okay. Let's just give it a good squeeze, make sure it works. Perfect. Now, everybody can hear that, right?
Yeah.
Good, because this is important. This is Chris's means of communication. This is the way he's going to warn us that the owl is coming. Now, we're almost ready, but here at Arizona, we really are very safe and conscious. Working with some of the largest avian predators on Earth. These are Eurasian eagle owls. They don't get any bigger. So we do have some required head protection for Chris. This is required headwear for all volunteers. All right, you ready, Chris? We're going to release that owl. We're going to be very quiet. Now, Chris, as soon as you hear the owl coming to get us, you are going to squeak like crazy to warn us. Okay, and you ready? All righty, here we go. Oh, Chris, that was a little late, and you're already down the hatch. You can go ahead and take off your blindfold that's behind you there. It was close, but I think we still owe Chris a big round of applause. He sacrificed his own life to save the rest of us. You were so close. All right. Well, this is Malachi. This is the Eurasian eagle owl, and these are the largest owls in the world. Now, this is a male, and in birds of prey, the males are actually even smaller, so our female is actually quite a bit bigger than he is. But this is a cousin to our great horned. And besides the silent flight, the other thing that makes owls such good nighttime predators are the eyes, or vision. And if you look at his eyes, they're huge. They're physically larger than our eyes are. And if you were to pluck your eyeball out, it looks something like this. We have little muscles. We can move our eyes up and down, back and forth. Malachi, on the other hand, if you were to pluck his eyeball out, you'd notice pretty quickly it's not round. His eyes are actually cylindrical. As a matter of fact, they're so large, they take up more room in his skull than his brain does. So they're huge eyes. And because they go so far back into the skull, they're fixed. He can't move them up and down and back and forth. So his peripheral vision is kind of limited. And that's, of course, why owls have to turn their heads around so far. So without raising your hands, who can tell me how far can an owl turn its head? You can just shout it out.
Almost all the way.
What was that?
Almost all the way around.
All the way around, like 360?
Not all the way, but almost.
Well, they can do 360 once, but then we need a new owl. But the owl, or the hawks and the falcons can go halfway. But you're pretty close, 270 to 280 degrees, so a good 3/4 of the way around. But what's interesting is if they're at one extreme, to get to the other extreme is a turn and a half. So if you blink at just the right time, it really appears they twisted their head all the way around. The reason that they can do that and we can't, we have 7 cervical vertebrae or neck bones with bony impingement. So on a good day, we can get about 90 degrees or about a 1/4 of the way around. The owls have 14 cervical vertebrae, no bony impingements. So under all those feathers, his neck is actually very long, very skinny, and very flexible. Well, we hope you've enjoyed learning something about these avian predators, and thank you so much for your patience with some of our younger birds. And on your way out, make sure you check out the crows. They're not raptors, of course, but they do a neat trick. If you hand them $1, they literally rip it out of your hand and trot over and put it in a bucket for a nonprofit raptor program in Flag. But thank you so much for spending some of your day with us, and enjoy the rest of your day here at Arizona, and feel free to come up and get a closer look at Malachi.
Wow.